You think you know what you want. Most people do. But here's the truth. If I asked you right now to tell me, in one sentence, exactly what you want, most wouldn't be able to do it with absolute clarity. They'd hesitate. They'd add maybes or this or that. And that's exactly why their manifestations never arrive. Because the universe is like a GPS. It's waiting for coordinates. It's ready to guide you. But if you don't type in the destination, it's going to take you anywhere. It's not personal. It's just following the signal you gave it or the lack of one. Here's the part nobody talks about. Knowing what you want, truly knowing, is not as simple as it sounds. We think it's just a matter of picking something. But there's a difference between a wish and a decision. And in manifestation, the universe doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to decisions backed with certainty, focus, and alignment. Think about it. If you get in your car and tell the GPS, "Take me somewhere nice," where do you think you'll end up? Maybe at the beach? Maybe in the middle of nowhere? Maybe in a parking lot? And sure, some of those might be nice, but they're not exactly what you had in mind. The GPS didn't fail you. You failed to give it the address. Your energy works the same way. Every thought, every feeling, every choice you make is sending out a signal, and that signal has coordinates. If those coordinates are vague, constantly changing, or filled with contradictions, the universe has no clear path to follow. And here's the part that might sting most people are broadcasting mixed signals all day long without even realizing it. They say they want more money, but then they keep focusing on debt. They say they want love, but they're still stuck on the person who hurt them. They say they want freedom, but they keep making choices that tie them down. Clarity is the starting point of every manifestation. Without it, nothing else works. You can meditate for hours, repeat affirmations, visualize every morning. But if the image in your mind changes every week, if your energy is split in 10 directions, you're not manifesting, you're drifting. And this is why so many people feel like manifestation doesn't work for them. It's not that the law of attraction failed, it's that they never gave it something solid to work with in the first place. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I do know what I want, and maybe you believe that. But if I pressed you, if I asked for details, if I asked you to paint the picture in your mind so vividly that you could almost touch it, could you do it? Or would you find yourself changing little details, softening parts of it to make it seem more realistic? Because every time you adjust your vision to fit your current reality, you're telling the universe that your dream is negotiable. The truth is, most people settle for watered-down versions of their desires because they're afraid of disappointment. They think that if they dream too big and it doesn't happen, it will hurt more. But here's the thing. The universe can't deliver what you won't even dare to ask for. And if you're asking for less than what you truly want, you're already creating from a place of lack. So here's what I want you to understand. Knowing what you want is not just step one. It's the foundation for everything else. And the deeper you go into that knowing, the more power your manifestation has. And over the course of this video, I'm going to show you why clarity is magnetic. I'm going to show you how the universe responds differently when you go from "I kind of want this" to "I am creating this." And I'm going to show you the exact process to discover, without a shred of doubt, what you truly want, so you can finally stop drifting and start directing. But first, I want you to sit with one question. If I could give you anything right now, anything at all, but you had to choose it in the next 5 seconds, what would you say? Would the answer come instantly, or would you hesitate? That hesitation is exactly what we're going to fix today. Because until you know with complete certainty where you're going, you'll always be at the mercy of the wind. Stay with me, because once you master this, manifestation becomes inevitable. If you're still here, it means something inside you knows this matters, and it does. Because the moment you decide exactly where you're going, something changes in you. It's like the air feels different. Your choices feel sharper. Your energy stops leaking into 100 different places, and suddenly you're moving in one powerful, unstoppable direction. But here's where most people slip. They confuse movement with progress. You can run all day in circles and still be exactly where you started. And if you're not absolutely clear about where you're headed, that's exactly what you'll do. You'll be busy, you'll be exhausted, but you won't be closer to the life you want. Think about a ship in the middle of the ocean. Without a destination, without coordinates, it's just drifting. The wind might push it somewhere good or somewhere terrible, but it's never in control. Now imagine that ship has a captain who knows exactly which port they're headed to. They can adjust the sails, steer through storms, and even when the wind changes, they know how to get back on course. That's you, when you know what you want, the captain of your own life. And I want you to really get this. The universe is not ignoring you. It's not punishing you. It's simply waiting for the address. If you keep sending mixed messages, I want this. No, maybe that, actually, I'll settle for less. The delivery gets delayed, not because it can't come to you, but because you've been moving the destination pin over and over again. The reason clarity is so powerful is because it does something to your energy. When you decide on something with absolute certainty, you begin to live as if it's already yours. Your actions shift without you forcing them. Your language changes, your standards rise, and that's when the universe starts rearranging things for you. But if your vision keeps changing, your energy stays scattered. And scattered energy can't manifest anything solid. So here's what I want you to do right now before we go any further. I want you to commit to sticking with me until the end of this video. Because I'm going to give you the exact process to lock in your vision so deeply that nothing can shake it. And when you do, manifestation stops being a game of luck and starts becoming a predictable process. But I also want you to take a second to engage right now. Comment below and tell me if you had to choose one thing, one clear outcome, one life change you'd want to see happen in the next 12 months. What would it be? Write it down in the comments, because the moment you put it into words, you've taken the first step toward it. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because I release videos like this every week, and the next one might just be the missing piece you need to bring your vision to life. Remember, clarity doesn't just speed up manifestation. It's the switch that turns it on. Without it, you're drifting. With it, you're unstoppable. And if you've ever felt like the universe was ignoring your prayers, your affirmations, your visualizations, maybe it's because you never truly gave it the full picture. Maybe you've been sending out half-formed signals, hoping the universe would fill in the blanks for you. But the truth is, that's your job. So, as we keep going, I want you to think about this. What would it feel like to finally know exactly what you're calling in? No more hesitation. No more maybe this or maybe that. Just one crystal clear vision that feels so real in your mind you could almost touch it. That's where the magic begins. That's where everything shifts. Stay with me, because in a few moments I'm going to show you exactly how to get there. And once you do, the universe won't just know where to find you, it will start running toward you. Most people think they're being clear when they say, I want more money. But let's be honest, that's not clear at all. How much? By when? Doing what? Money is not a wish, it's an energy. And energy needs direction. If you say you want money, the universe might bring you $10 on the street, or a check you forgot about, and you'll miss the fact that your wish technically came true. The problem wasn't the universe. The problem was that you didn't tell it exactly what you meant. It's the same with a house. You can't just say, I want a house. Which house? Where? How many bedrooms? What does the front door look like? Can you hear the sound of the floors under your feet? Can you smell the fresh paint? Can you feel the key in your hand? Until you can close your eyes and walk through that house in your mind, you don't truly have a vision, you have a vague hope. And here's why that matters. Manifestation is not just about thinking something. It's about seeing it, hearing it, touching it, smelling it, feeling it before it exists. You have to give your subconscious a complete blueprint so it can start finding the fastest path to it. When your vision is incomplete, your subconscious can't lock onto it. It's like giving a GPS half an address. It'll take you somewhere, but probably not where you want to be. The truth is, even if you have great imagination, even if you're a naturally visual person, if you haven't decided what you truly want, your visualizations will be weak. You might see flashes of something, but it's blurry, and blurry visions create blurry results. Let's take a car, for example. Saying I want a new car is empty. Instead, imagine this. You're sitting in the driver's seat of the exact model you want. Your hands are wrapped around the steering wheel, and you can feel the texture of the leather. The dashboard lights up in front of you. You can smell that fresh, clean, new car scent. The sunlight is hitting the hood just right, and you can see the exact color reflecting back at you. You look in the mirror, and there's your license plate, your number, your letters, the plate you chose. Do you feel how much stronger that is than just saying, I want a car? When you bring that level of detail to your vision, you're telling the universe, this is it. This is the one. You're locking in the coordinates, and that's when things start to shift. You see, the universe speaks in energy, but your mind speaks in images and feelings. When you match the two, when your thoughts, your senses, and your emotions are all aligned around one exact outcome, you become a magnet for it. But if your vision is vague, your energy is vague, and vague energy doesn't pull anything in. So yes, write it down. Yes, describe it in words. But more than that, live inside it in your mind. Play the movie over and over again. Don't just see the beach house. Feel the sand under your feet. Don't just see the bank account number. Feel the weight lifting off your chest when you look at it. Don't just see yourself in that job. Hear the sound of your name being called when you get the promotion. Because here's the thing, your subconscious can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you feed it that kind of sensory detail, it believes it's happening now. And when it believes it's happening now, it starts guiding you almost without you realizing toward actions, opportunities, and decisions that make it real. But if you can't see it clearly, your mind can't believe it. And if your mind can't believe it, your energy won't match it. And without that energetic match, the universe has nothing to work with. That's why people who kind of know what they want kind of get results. So here's my challenge for you. Don't just think about your dream, build it. Brick by brick, detail by detail, sense by sense. Make it so real that you can step into it right now in your mind and feel completely at home there. Because the day you do that is the day the universe says, finally, now I know exactly where to send this. And if you're starting to realize you've been too vague, that's not a reason to feel bad, that's a reason to get excited. Because the moment you sharpen your vision, you sharpen your energy. And sharp energy cuts through everything, standing between you and what you want. Stay with me, because in a moment we're going to talk about the one big reason most people avoid getting this specific and how to break through it. But before we go there, drop in the comments the one thing you're going to describe in full detail tonight, and make sure you subscribe, because the next step will complete this process, and that's when the magic really begins. Now here's the part most people miss. Once you know what you want, you have to decide. And when I say decide, I mean you plant that flag in the ground and you don't move it every time the wind changes. Because every time you change your mind, it's like you're canceling your order with the universe and starting from scratch. Think about it. If you order something online and then you keep going back to change the size, the color, the style, the address, that package will never ship. It'll just keep getting pushed back because the system doesn't know what to send you, and the universe works the exact same way. So you need to define it, describe it in full, and stay there. Let the roots grow deep into that vision. If you can see it clearly in your mind, great, that's powerful. But if you can't yet see it, write it. Write it over and over until the words start painting pictures in your head. And if you still can't quite get the image, find it. Find a picture that matches it as closely as possible. Print it out. Put it where you can see it every single day. And don't just look at it like a fantasy. Look at it with the certainty that it's already on the way to you. Because here's the truth. Clarity creates speed. The clearer you are, the faster it comes. When you define exactly what you want and you refuse to keep changing it, you're giving the universe a single, direct route to deliver it. But if today you want one thing and tomorrow you want something else, you're sending mixed signals, and mixed signals don't manifest. Now, this doesn't mean you can't evolve or dream bigger later, but you need to give your current vision enough time to grow roots and bear fruit before you rip it out of the ground. If you keep replanting, you'll never get the harvest. And here's another thing. Sometimes the reason people keep changing their mind is because deep down, they don't believe they can actually get what they want. So they keep switching to something easier or more realistic to protect themselves from disappointment. But all that does is delay the very thing they truly want. You've got to understand the moment you decide and hold that decision, you're building momentum. You're telling your mind, your energy, and the entire field of reality, this is where I'm going. And that focus starts to pull everything into alignment. So here's what I want you to do. Tonight, choose one thing. Just one. Not 5, not 10, not a whole list. One clear, specific desire. Describe it in writing with every detail you can think of. If it's a car, write the make, model, color, interior, even the smell. If it's a home, describe every room, every piece of furniture, the view from the windows. If it's a certain amount of money, write the exact number down to the cent and picture yourself opening your banking app and seeing it there. And then this is the most important part. Keep it. Don't rewrite it tomorrow. Don't swap it for something else next week. Look at it every day, whether that's reading your description, closing your eyes and visualizing it, or looking at a printed picture. And when you do, don't just think, I want this. Think, this is mine. It's done. It's already on the way. Because when you hold that energy steady, unwavering, you're aligning with the exact frequency of what you want, and the universe can finally find you. I promise you, the moment you stop bouncing between desires and start standing firmly on one, things will shift. You'll notice synchronicities. You'll get ideas. People will show up. Opportunities will appear. Not because you forced it, but because you finally stopped confusing the signal. So, decide, describe, see it or write it. And if you can't see or write it yet, find it in a picture and lock your eyes on it until your mind believes it's yours. Because the day you believe it, it's already halfway here, and that's so. And in the next part, I'm going to show you exactly how to charge that vision with so much emotion and energy that it becomes magnetic, so strong that it starts pulling you and your desire together faster than you can imagine. But for now, drop in the comments what you're locking in today and subscribe so you don't miss the next step. So, here's what I want you to remember. You're not lost, you're not behind, and you're not broken. You're simply choosing the road you want to take, and now that you've decided, now that you've defined it with every detail, you've already taken the most important step. From here, it's not about chasing, it's about holding, trusting, letting it come to you while you keep your eyes, your mind, and your heart open. And if you ever start to doubt, come back to that vision. Read it, see it, feel it. Remind yourself that this is yours, that it's already moving toward you, that every single thing you're doing is part of bringing it closer. You deserve this. You are worthy of this. And the universe has been waiting for you to get this clear so it could finally deliver. So breathe, stay steady, and keep walking toward it with the quiet confidence that it's on its way. If this message spoke to you, make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss what's coming next. And tell me in the comments, what are you locking in today? Because when you speak it out loud, when you write it down, you're planting it even deeper into your reality. You've got this. I believe in you. And I'll see you in the next video.